dice, mueve la cadera, mueve la cintura, con el condimento, esa dulzura.
Okay, so we are now recording, and welcome Blanca Famadas for our part 4 of our Hispanic Latinx Heritage Month series. It was a 4-part series, and you are the very last person for this series to wrap it all up. And we're doing it kind of a special way. You're definitely setting, yours is kind of set apart from how we've done the rest, in that we're having ourselves like a in-person interview, or not in person, but virtual interview. So just having an authentic and very organic conversation. I'm really excited for it. So how are you, Blanca?
I'm doing great. A little bit nervous. Being interviewed is not my thing, but doing great. Thank you very much for having me.
All right. You're already, just from the conversations we've had before, like talking with you is just a breeze. So don't be nervous at all. Just be yourself. You're great. All right. So Blanca, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I was born in Philadelphia, raised in Puerto Rico. I've been in Miami 45 years, but still to this day, when they ask me where I am from, I will say I'm from Puerto Rico. So I have lived most of my adult life in Miami, but I consider myself Puerto Rican.
Beautiful. And what do you do? What's your connection to Our Little Roses?
So my connection to Our Little Roses is way back when, in 2005. We met Leo and Diana Frade, and we were so blessed. My husband and I were so blessed to meet them. And of course, the first thing was to bring us down to Honduras to meet the girls of Our Little Roses. And that was a very special occasion because we went with them to visit the home. And for me, it was just an immediate connection, not only because we're able to speak the same language and because we have so many idiosyncrasies in common, but also because of the girl aspect, right? So to see the young girls of Our Little Roses reminded me of my childhood, where I grew up, at the school that I went to, and how the school that I went to empowered women to be successful in life and to be present and to be acknowledged. So I saw that immediately at Our Little Roses, and it had a great impact in me.
Nice. Well, thank you for that. And so now we kind of want to get into, the Hispanic Latin Heritage Month and just the meaning of it, right? Because we know it means so many different things to so many different people, but to you in particular, what does it mean to you?
So for me, to celebrate the Hispanic heritage this month is just an acknowledgement in our country that we are a multicultural nation, and that the people of Hispanic heritage have made enormous contributions to the country, right? And so we celebrate those differences that at the end of the day enrich this nation every single day.
I love it.
That's what it means to me, to honor that those differences, to honor that that by being different, we enrich each other. Right? That's what it means to me.
And that's powerful. Can you share some of your personal favorite traditions, maybe, that are unique, that you know of, that are unique to the Puerto Rican culture?
So the first thing is music for me, because I cannot help to hear Mark Anthony and start dancing. That's just so me. The people of Puerto Rico are very joyful people, and I think I'm a joyful person too. In despair, in hard times, and in happy times, we are joyful, and we love our music, and our music really rises up to express that joy in our lives. You cannot help but sway. I think everybody wonders, how is it that we can move our hips the way that we move them, right? And how we can dance to that music.
Power of the music.
In Puerto Rico, there's many beautiful meals, but one of the things that we do at Christmas is a beverage called coquito. I have my grandmother's recipe, which I do not share the recipe, I will say. But I make it every single year. I make in excess of 100 bottles for Christmas time. I gift it at work. But I will tell you that pre-COVID, I also used to make it and sell it at the school as a fundraiser for Our Little Roses.
Nice.
So the proceeds would go to Our Little Roses. I'm hoping that this year I will get to do that too. And people love it. It's a little concoction. And the difference is that every country in Central America and in the Caribbean will have some kind of a ponche, right?
Mm-hmm.
But ours is the only one that's coconut based.
That sounds so
different.
good. Like it just as you're talking about it, I'm just like imagining it.
I will make
I'm
you
like,
some. I will make you
yeah.
some.
Oh,
for
thank
sure.
you. Good.
Amanda.
I'm like kind of salivating. I'm like, I would love to try some of that. It sounds delicious. It's powerful that you keep those traditions with you. So seeing that that's how you would go about it when it comes to your grandmother's recipe for the coquitos around the holiday season, do you or would you want to do something like that when it comes to Hispanic Heritage Month? Because the next question basically is, if you celebrate this holiday, in what way? So you can kind of talk a little bit about where you are with that and maybe where you want to go with that.
So Puerto Rico, it's a little bit different because we're born and we are American citizens right off the bat, and the American citizenship, it's a big deal for us in our relationship. Although we're still a territory, our relationship with the United States is very important. We're very proud of it. So I do not celebrate as of yet this month. But I think that speaking to you and thinking about my heritage and thinking of how important that heritage is to me, I will. As I was preparing for our talk today, I was thinking of Sonia Sotomayor in the Supreme Court and many other Puerto Ricans that have participated in the war and that have had a great standing in the nation. But Puerto Ricans, we live in this world of blending in, right? And the beauty of celebrating our heritage now is that we don't need to be assimilated. On the contrary, we need to celebrate our authenticity of who we are and then contribute.
Yes.
And for that, I am grateful to you that make me aware that it's a month that I should celebrate with my family, especially with my grandchildren who are born here. And somehow this gets diluted, right?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely happens.
So I will celebrate it from here on. And I will find in these last days of October, we still have October going on. So I will find ways to celebrate. Maybe I cook a nice Puerto Rican meal for my grandchildren ahead of Christmas.
Yeah. And then in the evening for the adults, enjoy yourself a nice cup of coquito and call it night, right?
I think I'm going to have to make it early, yes.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Blanca. This actually does conclude our conversation. But honestly, this was my favorite. I really just enjoyed sitting down with you, having this conversation, and taking away so much from your culture. I'm excited to try that drink. And again, thank you so much for your time. This was really great.
Thank you. And all the best to you in your role. And may we continue to grow our little roses.
Yes, may we continue. Thank you, Blanca.
Dice, mueve la cadera.